Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1. It's the bald and the beautiful. Everything from Nashville to Hollywood on My Country 96.1.
Okay, let's start with old school country star Tracy Lawrence. Every year he has a turkey fry to benefit the Nashville Rescue Mission, and always a great cause. This year he will be doing the turkey fry and the concert that will be live streamed afterwards. So November 24th is the big deal, and the concert now live streamed. So I guess everyone can check out and help benefit the great charity down in Nashville for Tracy Lawrence. Maren Morris and an artist you may or may not be familiar with, Kebmo, are both going to be honored with the Harmony Award from the Nashville Symphony for artists that embody the harmonious spirit of Nashville. Congrats to both of them. Interesting note, I take my son Elijah for his acting classes at West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center, which is amazing. Side note, West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center at whbpac.org. You check out their Arts Academy, classes for little ones, high school students, adults. I mean, they have classes for everybody. All sorts of different, from acting to music to, anything you can imagine, public speaking. It's really amazing. Elijah has done acting there for a number of years now. But they have a big poster outside of West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center. Next summer, Kebmo, who I just mentioned, getting one of those awards with Maren Morris, is performing next summer at West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center. So that is something I may have to check out. Harrison Ford, every time someone passes, like we're talking about Sean Connery here, but every time someone passes, you see celebrities give their take and their tribute, and it's mostly about the acting or the musicianship and things like that. Eddie Van Halen, the best guitar player of all time, and people will talk about that. So it's fun to see and really nice when Harrison Ford talks so vividly and in such a warm way about Sean Connery, who played his father in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And it makes me feel good because when you watch that movie, they both pop off the screen as father and son. It's really a great duo. So Harrison Ford, his tribute is, "You don't know pleasure until someone pays you to take Sean Connery for a ride in the sidecar of a Russian motorcycle, bouncing along a bumpy, twisty mountain trail and getting to watch him squirm. God, we had fun. If he's in heaven, I hope they have golf courses. Rest in peace, dear friend." That is about a personal tribute as you can get. Really, really lovely. And when you think about that movie, one of the great roles that Sean Connery played just makes you feel good. What a career he did have. Julianne Hough filing for divorce from Dancing with the Stars. Johnny Depp lost his libel case against a British tabloid. They called him a wife beater. He took them to court, and the tabloid won. Walking Dead star Andrew Lincoln will play Scrooge in a live stream of A Christmas Carol. The most watched video in YouTube history, Baby Shark, is now number one. The very old school baseball player, and I'm not talking about, Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds old school. I'm talking about Honus Wagner. His rookie card just sold at auction for $1.4 million. The three studs from Jeopardy, James Holzhauer, Ken Jennings, and Brad Rutter, are a part of a new show. It's not a spin-off, but a takeoff of the British game show called The Chase, and it's in production right now. HGTV bringing back one of their original shows called Design Star. It's a reality-type show. A bunch of people compete. One winner will get $50,000 and their own show. Interesting interview. Eddie Vedder was on the Howard Stern show the other day talking about how he gave advice to Bradley Cooper before he filmed A Star Is Born. They called him up and said, can you hang out for a few days? And so they did. Eddie and Bradley hung out, and he gave him some simple advice that maybe you wouldn't think of, but is absolutely true. As a musician myself growing up playing instruments, Eddie said, listen, hold the guitar down low. Don't hold it up high like a bib. You don't want to do that. It's not supposed to look like a bib. It's supposed to be down low, things like that. And when they were done hanging out for a couple of days, Eddie was invited to the premiere and didn't really have much hope, didn't even want to go to the premiere, and said when he saw the movie, he was absolutely blown away, couldn't believe it, and was so proud of Bradley and what he did with the character Jackson Maine and the role in A Star is Born, which I still think he got robbed of the Oscar from Rami Malek. Still believe that, although I'm going to be getting texts and calls from my family who do not agree. But may I just say this, since I have the floor, since I have this platform, Rami Malek was impersonating Freddie Mercury and did an okay job impersonating him. Bradley Cooper became Jackson Maine. He was this character. I walked out of the theater thinking, oh my God, I need to go call Bradley Cooper and check in on him. I will carry this for years and years to come. Bradley Cooper should have won the Oscar for that role. All right, one more for you. John Lester from the Chicago Cubs. He may not be a Cub for much longer. How do you endear yourself to fans who you've been pitching for all these years? On Halloween, he went to some local bars. He bought fans $31,000 worth of beer and left $16,000 worth of tips. Good job, John Lester. TV tonight, there is no This Is Us. It is election night. And as you may or may not know, the election will most likely not be decided tonight unless something really bizarre happens with the voting that takes place today. They still have a week to 10 days where they're going to have to count all the absentee ballots. And there's going to be a lot that's going to go on both legally and in vote counting and all this stuff. So I wouldn't expect a result tonight, but interesting to watch nonetheless. Most people's TVs will be glued to election results. There you go. You're Bald and the Beautiful. Everything from Nashville to Hollywood.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.